Thank you so much for taking my presentation about Pokemon Let's Go when Eevee and Pikachu were good, and first let's talk about their stats. Since the entire gimmick of the games is that these guys are your partners and don't evolve, Game Freak get to compensate somehow. This was done in a few ways. First, they got huge stat buffs. Eevee doesn't have a number under 65 and Pikachu hits 120 speed, but that's not the big deal. Each got several new, insane moves that help make them viable. I'm going to quickly talk about the quote-unquote boring ones first, even though they're still interesting. Pikachu gets Floaty Fall, a fine move with a 30% chance to flinch, and Eevee is 90 base power water type Giga Drain. Nothing crazy, but cool nonetheless. This next group is more interesting, all being 90 base power moves with unique effects tacked on. Sparkly Swirl is really good, healing all its teammates' status conditions. The healing continues as Sappy Seed, dealing solid damage while activating a Leech Seed. Since the games are based off of Gen 1 where there's no items, healing can be harder to come by. This move can be abused by both itself and teammates like Alolan Muck. Freezy Frost is unfortunately much more niche, just activating Haze. This next one, while not even close to the most broken on this list, is extremely funny to consider as an actual move. You know Scald, one of the most hated moves of all time, which is a 30% chance to burn. Splishy Splash is exactly the same but with paralysis instead. We already see moves like Body Slam do well with this effect, but as a water type move it would surely rise to the top if given to more Mons. Lastly are the really fucked up ones. While not always amazing, the effects they give are absolutely wild. Batty Bat and Glitzy Glow are my personal favorites, not only having a great base power of 90, but also setting Reflect and Light Screen respectively. While common screens abusers like Setup Sweepers are less common in this game, it can still do great. If you thought Splishy Splash was wild, check out Buzzy Buzz and Sizzly Slide. The former is a guaranteed paralysis and the latter is a guaranteed burn. I don't understand why they designed these for a few reasons. First, it's just too fucking broken. Even the regular moves, Thunderwave and Will-O-Wisp, are not 100% accurate and those don't deal damage. These do. Also, they give Pikachu a very similar move as I mentioned before, but it has a chance instead of a guarantee. It's just flat out worse, I don't get it. Zippy Step is more tame than the others on this list, but is very powerful nonetheless. It's a priority move with a solid 50 base power that always crits. This is pretty similar in damage to Grassy Terrain Grassy Glide, but it also ignores stat boosts. So what did these two do in the meta? Let's Go is a fascinating game, and while these two aren't exactly amazing, they have solid roles. Eevee is definitely better, acting as a supportive backbone. Sparkly Swirl is the big reason, the only heal bell equivalent in the game. This is bolstered further by Sappy Seed's chip healing and damage, alongside guaranteed burns and paralysis. On the other hand, Pikachu is struggling, having less good utility moves to click. Even in the relatively lower power Let's Go metagame, its attacking stats aren't close to enough. It's also just flat out worse than other electrics in the tier. Zapdos, a top 5 Pokemon, is stronger, bulkier, and has healing with Roost. Jolteon is even faster, it can deal way more damage. Hell, even Electrode is more viable, setting screens and paralyzing stuff with fast T-Wave. Sadly, Ash's Ace struggles to make an impact. Both are much better on Yu-Gi-Oh, where the lower power level lets them deal more damage and stick around for longer. In conclusion, the Let's Go partner Pokemon are absolutely insane in a way that's honestly super cool. They're balanced, unique, and seeing old fan favorites get some viability back is always awesome. Thank you so much to EvaV, the Let's Go tier leader, for helping me out with my research. I could not have made this without their help. I've linked their channel in the description. It has tons of amazing Let's Go focused content. If you'd like to learn more about the metagame, which you definitely should. Thank you so much for watching.